Hi guys, it's Kara, and I wanted to give you just a little bit of background information before we jump into today's video. I am doing this video because of one that I watched, which was done by Courtney, who is Little Raven Ink on YouTube and on Instagram, I believe. I've been a follower of hers for years on YouTube. I've loved watching her videos. I love watching the way she works. She works in a completely different way from me. She seems to be much more relaxed about it, much more go with the flow, you know, that kind of thing. And I have a really good time watching her videos. I think for me too, there's also something to be said for watching somebody who has an accent different than my own. I always find it interesting to listen to the different word choices that people have from different parts of the world. Anyway, that's just something that I enjoy. And recently I decided to become a patron of Courtney's on Patreon, and so I've had access to a lot of her videos there. I have still thoroughly enjoyed them, and one of the more recent ones that she did was one where she showed all of her sketchbooks, ones that she hadn't started in, ones that she had a little bit in, and basically had said that she was going to try and not buy any more sketchbooks until she had all of them filled up, which when she got all the way done and did her final count, that's going to be a big challenge, Courtney. I will say mine's not much better. I started pulling mine out to see what I had because she asked if anybody else would be willing to share, and I thought, sure, why not? And then I started pulling them out, and then I remembered I had some here and I had some there, and so I have quite a few to show you guys. But I am going to be doing this largely because I saw that video of Courtney's. I also want to send a huge thank you to Courtney because I like all of her content both here and on Patreon. You can check her out on Patreon if you're interested. And I wanted to let her know that I have, enjoyed all of her videos. I like watching her create. I like to see what she's already made. She is, I think, for many people, someone that we can find inspiration in because she just makes it look so darn easy. And she seems to be so in tune with what she likes, artistically speaking, and the materials she likes to use. And I just wanted to send a thank you out to her for that, and let her know that she's greatly appreciated. So, all of that being said, I'm gonna put my pencils over here and I'm gonna start showing you my sketchbooks. Now, Courtney did hers according to size, small, medium, and large. I'm actually gonna do mine according to ones I've not touched, ones that have a page or two, and ones that I'm actively using. So, sadly, the ones that I haven't touched are the biggest group. I'm gonna start with them. So, the first one and the largest one that I've had for a long time. I know I've shown it on my channel. This is the largest Dilutions one. I've literally never used it. I think I got it. I was excited about it when it was brand new. I opened it up and thought, oh my God, those pages are huge, huge. So I did not do anything in it. Then I have a variety of other sketchbooks. I have, let's see, I have this one. It's a pen sketchers. It's got a different kind of paper in it. It's relatively thin paper, but it's slick. So if you wanted to use it for pen sketches, it would be great. I have a Strathmore spiral bound toned tan, which is kind of the craft color. I love it, but it's in a spiral. So I don't think it got very much. I think that's why it went to the haven't been used pile yet. I have this one, which is just a sketch diary. I don't even honestly remember getting this one or where I got it. It's very, very thin paper. And it's got a perforated page to it. I also have this watercolor journal. I'm not 100% sure which brand this is. It's got some lovely thick paper in it, but it has like no marking on it. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure I got it in town at an art store, but I don't know what who the maker is. I also have two of these Canson ones. This is the 7 by 10 inch mixed media paper. The other one you'll see because I've started in it. And it's a decent sized decent pound paper. It's also got a perforated edge. I haven't used it at all. Tons and tons of pages in it. Now I will say, I think I got some of these, like these right here in particular, because I was going to put together my own art journal type thing using different kinds of paper. So I think that's why I have these. I think that's why. I also have this very cool one that my son got me for Christmas. It has my name on it. I don't know that it's actually a sketchbook. It could be used for bullet journaling or whatever, but it has beautiful, beautiful plain kind of creamy pages. I haven't used it because I don't want to mess it up, and so I'm going to wait until I'm a little bit better at whatever I decide I want to be better at to put in here. So that's all of kind of the larger ones, as you can see. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. Never been used, other than maybe I tore a page out of it to use it for something else. Then I have a whole bunch of little ones. Now, this one technically should be in my current rotation. I just haven't started to use it yet. This is that one that I showed you that I had made. It's an Etsy seller. It's super cute. And then I have a handbook journal company one that I recently got. This is 5.5 by 3.5, and you're going to see that a lot. I have a couple of these sketchbooks from Stillman & Byrne. I think they're both the beta series. I don't know why I have two. Don't ask me. Maybe I forgot I had one. I don't know. Same with this. I have 2 of these travel pocket journals. They are Pentalic. The paper in here is pretty thin. I haven't actually used it, like I said. Tons of pages, tons. Good, probably would be great for learning to sketch something. I have 2 of those, of course. I have the smaller Moleskine watercolor journal, which will get used, but I've had it forever. I have a smaller, also Moleskine, I believe. I think this is Moleskine. Yes, Moleskine, just the black pages, but the pages are pretty darn, I mean, they're nice and thick, and they're perforated too, looks like. Yeah, they are. So I have that, and then I have this one, which I think I got from Jet Pens. I think it says Pen and Ink Sketch right there, and it's basically some very thin paper. So probably like pencil sketches or maybe ballpoint ink sketches, okay? So those are all the little ones that I have. What did I say before? 7? I think that's what I said. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 so far. Those have not been used yet, okay? So the next up are ones that I've maybe done a page or 2 in. That's this pile right here. So I have the smaller Delusions journal in it, and I decorated, very basically decorated the cover, as you can see, with some tissue paper. Okay, and did I do anything else in here? I think I did a page, maybe. Did I do a page? Or is this just stuck to the front? I can't remember. I think I just did the cover. Yeah, I just did the cover on that one. That's it. Then this is a Strathmore. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Yeah, Strathmore. It's the Tone Tan again, but it's not spiral. And I actually started in it. I started doodling some trees, and I just did another kind of line, started another line thing. I did some pen tests in the back. I love craft paper. It's my one of my favorites. I mean, it's just, I don't know, it just makes everything look cool. So I actually had this in one of my other ones. I'll show you here in just a minute. So I have that one. And then I have this one, which is Stillman & Byrne, and it's the Delta series. And I think I have just those pages. Yep, that's it. Don't know why I stopped, but I did. It's a nice hardcover, nice bound book. I will be going back to this one now that I remember I have it. This is also another Stillman & Byrne, also Delta series, just spiral instead of bound. Okay. That's awesome, right? Focus. What should I have focused on? probably how many sketchbooks I have. And that's all I have in here. I'm pretty sure it's just the one page, it's focus. It does look like I prepped these pages with gesso, but I never did anything else. So, yeah. And then I have this one from our local art store. And that's literally all it has. It has a couple watercolor washes on there, and that's it. And then lastly, I have this other Canson one that I started in. I don't know what I was going for when I started this. Don't ask. I have no clue. And then I have that. That's it. So these all have a page or two in them, right? So there's 6 more. And of course, I already forgot what I said before. Sorry, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we're up to 22. And we're actually almost done. So now I'm going to show you the ones that I actively work in, and there are 4. Now remember, these are the sketchbooks. It doesn't include a couple written journals that I have, okay? So first off, the largest, this is the one from Ranger. It is the it has all of the different papers in it. I'm pretty sure I showed this one to you guys. And I've created several pages in it. I actually love this thing. I love the fact that the cover is black and it's picking up odds and ends of stuff when I art journal. I will eventually, do something on here, but I just love it. I have been wiping off spare paint and everything on here. Here is the first. Let me see if I can pull this camera back a little bit. Sorry, guys. You're probably going to see other crap on my desk, but oh well. So I've done this page and this one. Okay. That one. I'm just playing around with maybe the mermaid markers on this. This little one, my granddaughter, some pictures of her trip. This is the burlap on it. I stitch a little bit on, like hand stitched a little bit on it, and just did a little stenciling on the back. And then there's this one, layer by layer, art strips the life bare. It's a quote by Robert Musil. I just thought it was pretty cool, and I liked the way it went with my page. This is those Posca or Posca, I don't know how you say it, markers, which I love, which is just all me doodling. And I absolutely loved it. I just put down some black acrylic paint. It was fun. And then canvas here, just sprayed on here. Obviously started a face here that I didn't like, so I gessoed on top of it. I'll go back to that. And then I have this last page in here. So I'm actively using this one. This one took a little bit of a backseat when I was doing my watercolor journaling in July. Which, speaking of that, I have this watercolor book. There's really nothing new to show you guys in it, but it is one of the ones that I'm currently using. Okay, and I'm pretty pleased with this because, believe it or not, I think I'm about at the halfway mark. To say that I've probably never completely filled a journal would probably, well, I have a few written ones that I've completely filled, but an art journal, I have not done that. And then I have my Rotafan Teshabanglida, I believe is what it's called. I have videos back on my channel on this guy if you're interested. I'll do an up close look at it down the road once I've worked in it a little bit more, but this is the dark brown, this is the A5. I love this thing. It hasn't traveled too terribly much, just a little bit, and it's held up pretty nicely so far. Inside it is another Strathmore book. Now I had the toned brown in here because I have another clip. I could fit both of them in here, but I felt like it was just too thick and I wasn't getting, I just only needed one basically. And so I've done some sketching, some practice with faces, which I don't know how well you're gonna see because of the pink ink, but, and I'm not at the stage where I can do it quickly. I tried to. I watched one of, I think it's James Burke's videos, where he just very quickly creates girls, and mine ended up looking like their upper lip is a mustache. Like, look at that, right? I'm sorry, but anyway, that's what I'm doing in here. And I also have some Peerless watercolors back here in case I want to use those on the pages. So I have that one. And then the last one I have, which is the one that I'm actually using the most right now, is this little, I think it's 5x5, and it's a handbook. It's by Global Art, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, Global Art Materials, Travelogue. And it has just a ton of stuff. If I see something, a lot of times I'll see something on Instagram or Facebook or wherever that I want to just try, and I will, you know, try and sketch it out, and then I'll note where I saw it so that I can give whoever it is credit. And I'm taking some various online classes, so I've started doodle practicing things in here, stuff like that. So this is the one that kind of goes everywhere with me right now, this little one. So I think that's all of them. Did anybody remember how many I said I had? Because of course I have forgotten. Did I say 20 some, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 6 on the floor was 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So I have 26 various sketchbooks, watercolor journals, mixed media journals. Whew. So I'm going to say that I have enough for a while, and I'm going to try really, really hard not to buy anymore. I'm not going to actually say I won't, because you know I might find a really cute one that I can't resist, but I'm going to try. And I will also try to update you guys more often on the ones that I am using, which for a while will probably mostly be this little guy. And I think that's it for now. I know I just kind of threw a whole bunch of sketchbooks at you, but I wanted to share all of them with you, kind of have a record of how many I had. And I would encourage you guys to do the same. Sometimes you're surprised by how many things you actually have. I didn't remember that I had some of these. Sadly, I didn't. And I'm going to do my very best to try and make a dent in them before I buy any more. Obviously, I have a lot of little ones I need to go through. I tend to enjoy those more because it's easier to fill a page for me, especially because I feel like I'm at the beginning stages of learning to sketch and doodle and draw. So I like to fill up a small page first. If you guys have any questions about any of these particular journals, let me know. A lot of them will be in old haul videos of mine. Check those out. And if you have any other suggestions for me for videos you'd like to see me do, always let me know. And of course, I'd like to hear from you guys. Part of the reason that I do videos is to have conversations with you. So, you know, feel free to leave me some comments. Let me know, you know, what you'd like to see me do, like I said. And I think that's it, guys. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you're having a great day where you're at. Bye, everybody.